And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB the Show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the Oakland Athletics.
In my blue sky, there's a cloud.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. And today's starting pitcher, Shane Bieber. What do we have on him?
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. The 1-1.
Ball 2.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Left-hand batter waits. And that one lifted in the air, center field. He's got it. 1 away. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Mookie Betts.
Boog, it's kind of a joke that this guy's got a career OPS over 900. I mean, there are a lot of players that hope that they could just do that in one season, but he's done it his entire career. And in reality, there's only about 60 players that can claim that type of production.
1 out, bases empty. Clobber to right field, way back, gone. He made him pay for that one. His 46th of the year. It's 1-0.
The wind didn't hurt the chances of that ball getting out of here, that's for sure. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
One out, bases empty. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Next offering in there for a strike. Gonna count 1 and 2.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
1 down, bases empty. Outside low, 2 and 2. And he deals. Up the middle. The throw to first. And they get the out on Smith.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
2 outs, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, James Outman. 1 run across in the frame so far here in game 1 of 2 in the series. Close one, doesn't get the call. And a full count now.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Fouled off again. And it remains 3 and 2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in the East Bay and getting to start, Shohei Ohtani. He's been a real force of the mound so far this year.
A Cy Young candidate in the National League. He's having a great season so far. In fact, I've been hearing his name mentioned among some of the leaders, guys that have been around this league for a while. He's definitely in the conversation, and I think he's got a real shot at winning it.
Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Esteury Ruiz. To third. Whips it to first. One up, one down.
Batting second.
And time now to check out the A's lineup. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Esteury Ruiz.
And boom, we're talking about a guy who has great wheels and then puts them to good use. He's the team leader in stolen bases and runs scored, man. Using his speed to just get in the scoring position and then just flying home when the guy's behind him put the ball in play. I absolutely love watching him do it because he causes havoc on the base paths.
India fires to first on the run. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting third. The second baseman. Zach Gelof.
So 2 down now, and here is Zach Gelof. 2 outs, base is empty. Not close with that one. 2-1. Way out front for strike 2.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
And that one is lifted in the air. He's got it. And that is out number 3.
I know you feel trapped, need to vent, you want to rent. Bills coming and you living off of food stamps. The daily.
Back in Oakland, all set for the start of the inning. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit.
Freddie Freeman.
The pitch. Swing and a drive, deep right field. And it's gone! A gigantic blast. His 12th of the season, and they add to the lead. It's 2-0.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you.
That home run was a no-doubter. As we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
Crushed. Just absolutely crushed. 112 miles per hour on the exit velo, and like you said, no doubt about that one. Plenty of launch angle to give it that backspin as well, and that carried way over the wall.
Adam Duvall at the plate. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Next offering way off the plate. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
Got it by him for the K.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, it's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 3-1. One out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the second. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck, way back there. Out of here, a home run off the foul pole. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 3-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
And now it's Max Muncy. Checks his swing, appeal to third, and Matthew Ross right on it, says he held up. Way high there. 3-1. And he couldn't come up with it.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Batting nine.
Jonathan India at the plate.
Jonathan India.
Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Muncy, the base runner at first with 1 out. Cut on and miss, struck him out. That's out number 2.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. This is Dodgers baseball on the show, LA.
I push until I bleed, and I keep it so 100, not afraid to show my teeth.
Bottom of the second. Here's the catcher, Tyler Soderstrom.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
That one missed.
It's a good take.
And here it comes. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. The pitch. Goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Francisco Mejia coming up to hit. Line drive. Hayward makes the grab. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Here's a 1-1.
So that's off the plate. Ball 2.
The Athletics trailing by 3. Bottom half of inning number 2. This to center field. Outman settles under it and makes the grab. And that is that. New inning getting started. Here's Mookie to hit. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just...
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 4-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Well, he did a really nice job of letting that ball travel. It wasn't too quick. He kept the shoulder square to home plate, which allows you to drive the ball to the opposite field with power. You see the power and the authority, and fortunately, he was lucky enough to keep it fair.
The batter now will be Will Smith. That one ripped. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
And up next for Los Angeles, James Outman. Next offering upstairs. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. The 3-1. That's hard hit in the line. And there's one away. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. It doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
At the belt and fires.
That's a ball.
Smith leads off second with one gone in the inning. Just missed.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations, because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
Left-hand hitter waits. And that's ball four. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Adam Duvall digs in now. Swings through that
one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. 2 away.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it, or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Here's Jason Hayward. And a big swing and a miss.
Thank you.
Laboring here, about to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive. On the ground, right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 4-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Set for the bottom of the third. Now the third baseman, Jacob Wilson. Kicks and fires. Right through there for a strike. And a ground ball to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Batting in the left fielder, Tristan.
And stepping in, the rookie left fielder. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game. And the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
Two now. Back foot slider ties him up, struck him out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
So digging in, Darryl Hernandez. Ground ball right side. Throws to first. Oakland goes quietly. Nothing doing there for the A's. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here comes Max Muncy. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball 2. And strike 2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing play.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
I love how he tracked the ball right there and was able to get through that fastball just a little bit late. Otherwise, it stays fair. I think if the top hand is a little stronger, same swing produces a home run.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Makes the grab on the run. 2 away.
Up next is Dodgers, the designated hitter, Shohei.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Two outs. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Dodgers go down quietly, but they're in front 4-0. Bottom of the inning. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Esteury Ruiz. The pitch. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Bounce to the right side. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And now the DH, Lee Yang. One down, base is empty. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. The A's still looking for their first hit in this one. And that one is inside.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Righty to the plate. And down on strikes he goes. 2 out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
The second baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Digging in for Oakland, Zach Gallo. On the ground, Muncy zips it across. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. A's go quickly and quietly there. They're down 4-0. And we're back. We go to the top of the 5th. And now the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
The shortstop, Mookie.
1-1 now.
Betts.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's a hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. To second. Pulls him off the bag.
Now batting, the catcher, Will Smith.
And here comes Mark Kotze as he's ready to make a change and go to the bullpen. That's it for Shane Bieber, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, number 62.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Man at second. Way high with that one. And a count 2-1.
You know, these Dodgers really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Hit in the air, left field. Corrals it. And there's one down. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, James Outman.
The center fielder, number 33, James Outman.
1 out and a runner at second, and we're at the top of the 5th. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. A massive home run. Home run number 20 on the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 6-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. He dropped the barrel right there. Got a fastball down at the knees where he'd prefer it. So many times now guys are having to adjust to the elevated fastball. So I'm sure his eyes got big when he saw that one coming.
Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. The 1-1. And it's fouled away. Base is empty, 1 away here in game 1 of 2 in the series. Freeman hits it in the air. Elliott sizes this one up, hauls it in for the out. And there are 2 outs.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
2 outs, base is empty. Adam Duvall steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Pitch misses there, and the count is 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Up with it, fires to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now a 6-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in the East Bay, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom 5, Tyler Soderstrom.
People be talking, don't know what they saying. Let me reassure you, so no, I ain't playing. I'm looking you laughing, but in the future you'll be signing signatures and I'm
and that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 3.
You know, these A's just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
To the right side, India gets it to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate every out the rest of the way.
Next up for the A's, Francisco Mejia. And a pitch. And another ball. The Athletics with a lot of ground to make up. Last half of inning number 5. Late on that fastball.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
This one high in the air to left center. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Clark Elliott up next for the A's. And a pitch. And now 1-2.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Up the middle, bats up with it. On the run, throw to first. Low throw, and he can't pick it.
Unfortunately, they've got a big lead on the scoreboard, so that error shouldn't hurt too much. But you have to be careful about losing concentration in a game like this. It can be an easy trap to fall into.
And at first, Jacob Wilson. Up next for the A's. Kicks and deals.
Hey!
Right through there, got him. And that is that. 1 left for Oakland, still up against a 6-0 deficit. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 6th inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Jason Hayward.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
Gets under and pops it up. Hernandez hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Max.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
The pitch.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Jonathan India steps to the plate for the Dodgers. India hitting better against right-handers this year, so some reverse splits there. Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. And he held back, according to Ricky Holiday. On the ground to third. Tosses to first. And the Dodgers are set down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the sixth. It's the Dodgers 6 and the A's nothing. Back in Oakland, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Striding to the plate now for Oakland, number 75. On the ground, right side. Freeman takes it himself. Leadoff man retired in the sixth.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Darryl Hernandez up next for the A's. Hernandez having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. And the right-hander deals. There's a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Back to the top of the lineup, digging in for Oakland, Esteury Ruiz. The A's yet to pick up a hit here. Good eye right there.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Smoked on the ground a second. India over to first in time. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. So he's through 6 no-hit innings now. It's the Dodgers 6 and the A's nothing. And we're back. Top of inning number 7. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too.
Oh, that's it.
And another ball. The Athletics have some bullpen action. Luis Medina getting ready to go. Kinnear warming up as well. And now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. He swung over top of the curveball.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
And now it's Mookie Betts. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the
The Dodgers up big in this one. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Chop back up the middle. Tosses to first, and Betts is gone. Two outs, base is empty. Next up, the Dodgers catcher, Will Smith. The line to kick the pitch.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here. And that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Swing and a ball popped up under it. Hauls it in to end the inning. Dodgers down in order, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now the A's designated hitter, Lee Yang. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. To first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
One down, base is empty. That one fouled off. In the air, right field. In there, base hit. And the bid for history is gone.
He made a great run at it, Boog. I mean, he had their hitters off balance for the entire game up until this point. And maybe he didn't get all the way to 27 outs, but he deserves a lot of credit.
Yeah, really fantastic effort. Gave us all a great show. And now we'll see what's left for him. Runner on at first with one gone. And here's the catcher, Tyler Soderstrom.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Man at first, one away. Righty delivers. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And they'll do it again. That one misses. 2-2.
2-2 count.
And a pitch. That one the other way. Makes the grab.
Now back. The first baseman, Francisco Mejia.
Man at first. And now the first baseman, Francisco Mejia. 2 outs. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. The A's strand 1. They still find themselves down 6-0. Back here in East Bay. And now the center fielder, James Outman.
James Outman.
Right-handed reliever. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's downstairs and outside. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Digging in, Freddie Freeman. And the pitch. And there's a ball. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. On the ground to the left. It's in and out of his glove. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
Up next, the left fielder, Adam.
Well, you can't give him 2 errors on that play, but that's pretty much what it looked like. Tried to stay with it after the bobble, and it might have pulled it off with a good throw, but it's very easy to rush the throw when you don't field it cleanly. A lot of times guys don't have a good grip on it, and I think that was the case right there.
One out, runner at second. Adam Duvall steps to the plate for the Dodgers. The 1-1.
Yeah.
Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Freeman over at second, 1 down. On the ground to third. Throws to first in time.
Now batting, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
And next for LA, Jason Hayward. In the air, center field. Ruiz makes his way towards it, brings it in with a nice running grab. And that is that. 1 left for LA. They lead it though 6-0. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, number 36.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Now it's the right fielder, Clark Elliott.
The right fielder, Clark Elliott.
The wind and the pitch. That misses the zone, and a count 2-1.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Fouls one off. 2-2. And the righty deals. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Jacob Wilson now at the plate. There's a swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Fly ball down the line, and that's a foul ball. Next pitch, not close, up high. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. The Dodgers up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's down and in. And down on strikes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the left fielder. Here's a 1-1. Inside, almost got him. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. And that one in the air center field. Outman snags it, and the inning is over. We go to the 9th. Here's Muncy to hit.
The third baseman, number 13, Max Muncy.
The 2-1. There's the strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The wind of the pitch. That one not close. And the count's full. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that one is off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
So man aboard. Now it's the second baseman, Jonathan India. They say it went.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the top of the ninth. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. Man at second. Ground ball up the middle. A dive. Nice stop. And they get the out.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop. Gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
Now it's Mookie Betts. The pitch. And that's outside. And it's 2-1. Muncy on third with 2 out. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Two outs. Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. And 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the ninth. It's the Dodgers 6 and the A's nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the bottom of the ninth. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Darryl Hernandez. Outside low, 2-1.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Fastball for a strike. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 1 out now.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. Late cutting action to get the swing and miss right there. I mean, that's just really hard to account for as a hitter when you're seeing the fastball all the way and then just at the last moment it darts away from you and you can't reach it.
The wind of the pitch.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Down the line. And a foul ball. The Athletics with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of inning number 9. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Line drive, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
So it's their last chance in this one. Here's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. And he deals. Swings and misses. And the count is 1-2.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That one.
Got it. And that'll do it.
Sometimes you can flip a coin with these short 2-game series, but they came out, they got the first game, and that's all you want to do. You know you're guaranteed a split at this point, but now you got to turn the page and get ready for the next game. Perhaps you get a 2-game sweep.
6-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
We gon' do the most, this for all on they best. Only one to go to them. Made it out alive.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers, 6 runs, 8 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 runners on base. For the Athletics, no runs on only 2 hits. 1 error, they left 3 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 46 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.